crazy. Craziness. Craziness. And it's cold outside. It's been raining. How about you? How's the weather where you guys are? Anyways, I'm going to do your oracle. Affirm with me today. Thank you for guiding me through the messages you have for the collective as we affirm together. It is safe and comfortable for me to move on and consider all my options and then take action on my own behalf. So, affirm with me. I feel like this is a clarity thing. Like you're holding on to the past and you need to just let it go, and you can't listen to everybody else. You got to follow your own heart. That's the thing. You can't listen to everybody else. Like, don't let other people tell you what to do. That's ridiculous. It's like, follow your own heart, And I think that's what today's message is, really, on clarity, on clarifying. So let's do this oracle thing real quick. Confirmation. Okay, I feel like I'm speaking to someone that basically was like, I don't know, a booty call or something. Like, because it came in the reverse. It's not serious. This man holding a coin, some wizard. Yeah, this person, he has something of assets or something. That, like, the kid, that he's not on social media much, this guy. He's, like, really unhappy. Like, he's not blossoming, or like his abundance, it's not growing. It's like staying the same, if not lowering. And I feel like this person isn't on the right path when it comes to hostilities. Yeah, I feel they're quick to anger. Like, you shouldn't be quick to anger. This is saying you shouldn't be quick to anger, because it gets you nowhere. You get more with, like, honey than you do vinegar. There's, like, old reasons for old sayings, That's what my grandmother used to teach me and tell me, my grandfather. This person of hostilities. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this person, like, discredits maybe a woman in this group of women. I don't know, but the balance here is basically unorthodox. It's not right. This person is not intuitive. This thinking woman overthinks. A Sagittarius, perhaps, Aries, or Leo energies. This thinking woman that's not intuitive and seeks intuition, that feels kind of tied up. Maybe she likes to be tied up sometimes, you know what I mean? Whatever floats your boat, man. Hey, I feel like she has some kind of envy. Yeah, there's some kind of, like, envy over this misbalance. I feel like, let's see what else. Yeah, basically, so the message is, like, don't be too quick-tempered. Yeah, don't let people take your happiness. Happiness is what you make it. You know what I mean? And it's always better to be cordial than to, jump to conclusions, basically. So, your name could start with a J. It could start with the H. Let's start with the T. Let's see. Welcome, viewers. Let's see what else this person envies. I mean, take the roles how you want them. However, whatever resonates with you. I feel like this person is in their maybe 50s. They don't feel appreciated. That's why they're envious. Yeah. Early 50s, late 40s. Yeah, look, they're not healing to their personal healing and happiness. I feel like they're not on social media, but maybe they're hanging out with the wrong crowd. But that's what's stifling their healing. Okay, maybe that's what they envy about you, is that you don't let nothing bring you down, collective. You're a go, go, go getter. You're a motivator. You're not a quitter. Nobody likes a quitter. No sitter, a hard worker. You know, a twerker. Not a lurker, not a loiterer. This ain't for toys, my boys. So anyways, that's how I feel about it, y'all. I don't know what you feel about this communication, this lack of communication that this masculine is having. Wouldn't have hostilities if they had no lack of
Leonard C.O. Kent.
Communication. Yeah. For all you know, I'm not cutting hair because of this. So this is what I'm doing to put therapy so I don't lose all use of my hand. Okay. But if you want to leave a donation, you can in the description box below. And you could find my Cash App tag. Yeah, I feel like this connection isn't caring. This person that's so unhappy with themselves is why they can't be happy or respectful to others. This thinking woman, middle-aged, that's non-appreciative, that has these walls around her heart. Chakra, like she doesn't clean her chakras very well. Poor communication, like maybe a lack of knowledge or bad decision making through these hostilities and of the balance. But let's see, that's not good for karma. No, see, it's in the reverse. That's not good for karma. Your success is gonna just backfire on you. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You're door to the spirit. You're not thinking like, you're just, you don't believe in anything. You know, maybe not even yourself. This thinking man that doesn't think, is spontaneous. You know, doesn't even listen to maybe their grandmother or their great grandmother or any auntie, because they came in the reverse. Yeah, this is not going to be good. This definitely is not going to be good for you. Now I got you thinking, because that's how I picked it up. And yeah, maybe you do believe in something, but yeah, it's like you have no empathy. There's no romance, okay, when it comes to this other person or attachment. Yeah, especially when it comes to this older woman that you don't listen to because of all these walls from your heart that you blocked off. I don't know. Maybe the other party did you wrong, and I feel like maybe you could be 34 to 44. Yeah, strategy. You know, that's what it's about. I feel like you're too much to jump to hostilities, and the whole point of this message is having strategy, thinking before you talk, being assertive with another, treating that person like it was you. Well, how would you want to be treated? How would you want your sister to be treated? How would you want your daughter to be treated? How would you want your mom to be treated? How would you want your dad to be treated? How would you want your grandpa to be treated? You know, etc., etc., etc. And that's just what this message is about. Ending in strategy. So that's your clarity, because that's what that card means. Your clarity reading. Yeah. Yeah. I feel this person is stifled in their early 50s. Yeah. I feel like this tried to hold this older woman that doesn't look her age kind of back with intuitive gifts. Intuitive. You could be intuitive. Yeah. Someone that could actually make things happen. You know, for reals. But I feel like it came in the reverse because they put themselves in a third party. You know what I mean? They didn't forget the ones who maybe took care of them and maybe didn't. You know, when this person reached a point in their life, you know, where they could make things happen good for themselves, you know, and you can always forgive. Blue agate forgiveness, you know. Pyrite for protection. And because if you don't, it'll just hurt yourself. Honestly, that's honest. So I don't know what to say about that. But let's do a tarot. I was channeling in the clarity, and it's funny how that reading turned out. And it's a little bit about everything at this point. The clarity. Oh, look, on a fortune, on money, maybe. The clarity on money. I don't know about you, but government's taking forever. It is when it comes to anything. Any kind of anything because of what's going on. But look, this fortune, you're gonna get whatever you got coming, you know, like you're gonna get your share. Whatever was promised to you, you're gonna end up getting. As far as cash wise, I feel like in US dollars for some reason, I don't know. But look, I feel like you've talked a lot of shit, and whether you talk shit or this way or that way, it's not a good thing. It's not. Yeah, this person that's doesn't seek to be in the light. You know what I mean? I feel like yeah, they don't believe in anything. You know, so it's like, yeah. I'm not as empathetic, which the empathy card did come in reverse there. So, let's see. Yeah, they don't mind being in the background, and that's cool. You know, they seem like they have a cool personality. And I also feel like they have a fortune of their own, honestly. And the way the cards landed, yeah. But maybe they were successful. It's maintaining to it, too, is why the Ten of Swords came afterwards. I feel like you're not getting the name that you're seeking to get fast enough, like you thought you would. Maybe in presence, performance, maybe started a new business. Yeah, you're not getting that emotional fulfillment. And I think you're at a crossroads where you have to make a decision, okay, about this business or the situationship. Okay, hence, I feel like you're feeling grateful for this divine feminine. Now I feel like you feel grateful as that came in the reverse. And really, all the world is basically Scorpio energy, Aquarius, and I think it's Taurus. No, Aries. Oh, Aries energy. So all the fixed signs, not the cardinals, not the mutables. Yeah, not getting away. This person that, look, I feel it has no empathy. I take the Five of Cups, okay, or the Five of Pentacles, I'm sorry, as materialist things, right? But I also take it as a vulnerability card. So if it's in this position, probably only the reader that reads this way too. They're most vulnerable in this position. In this position, they're more arrogant, you know? Like an I don't give a F kind of attitude. So I feel like this is what this person is. when it comes to not getting away with taking responsibility. And that is what's going on here, collective. Yes, this divine or this masculine energy. Yeah. Over this non-emotional, unempathetic, I don't give a fuck kind of attitude. It's not the kind of attitude to have. I mean, oh really? Didn't your mama teach you, you know, that you're not going to be able to get away with doing bad? You're not. It's showing right here in the card. Showing, confirming this. You're not going to be able to get away with what you think you're going to be able to get away with. So it's better just to stay neutral. Yeah, you know, you always think you can get away with something. And you never do. So do the right thing when no one's looking. That's the difference between me and the world. And hopefully others. This is confirming also air earth energy. So this is earth energy because it's in the reverse. That's how I read it. About being blind or looking away to certain truths. Certain real truths. Okay? Yeah, and being regretful and thankful. Something that they thought that they were going to get away with. They're glad they didn't make this decision because they're grateful. Okay, and even though it looks like they're talking mad shit about this priestess, which is even higher than the empress. Yeah. All these people, you know, all these ideas you've had, bad ideas, the way the cards turned, that you thought you were going to get away with because you had this I don't give a fuck mentality towards this divine feminine. Yeah. But the truth is always known in the end, whether you try to look away from it or not. It always comes out in the end. That's why I always try to treat people the way I want to be treated. That's try what, you know, what if that was your mom? Is look, there's I think this person thinks that they could blame it on, because like I said, the world card, it stands for Aquarius, star energy, or someone Aries of passion, or like you know, of sometimes going with the flow, almost like a bipolarness. They act stable and steady, but then they're really not. And I feel like this person wanted to be lovers with you and wasn't. You know, it two-faced is what I'm getting. I'm not getting really, this is a Gemini card, but yes, Geminis are known to be, you know, that's the translation, two-faced about this situation that they're trying to look away from. Something that they try to conspire or get away with. Several things, several ideas over here. It shows the 9 of Wands. They could have had 9 or more ideas. They could have had one of those. They could have had it. You know, I'm just saying, just be careful, collective. Look, the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, this Earth clarifying Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. You know, against this air energy, innocent air energy. Maybe they were once lovers, or this person wanted to be lovers, is looking away but is feeling grateful, you know, for their fortune now. Because you got to appreciate what you have before you can appreciate before what you're given anyways, through success and stuff. You know, it could be good karma for you. I feel like good karma and bad karma. And it's something to celebrate. Something because maybe you paid attention. Maybe you're like, okay, maybe you did your homework and realized, I feel you realized you're not going to beat the high priestess. You're going to lose this one. Yeah, and you can't see this. Hypothetically speaking, would be like a frog in cold water, you know, in a pot sitting on a stove, is how my grandfather used to say it. You know, is the feeling I got of my ancestor. And yeah, you're not gonna get away with whatever you're trying to do with the high priestess. What did I say earlier when the world came out? Because this also stands for high priestess of success and fortune. Inevitably, if they don't have it, they will get it. They won't be down forever. I feel like this person is down because the Ten of Swords over here came up. Intuitive. Yeah, intuitive, because the priestess and the world, very highly intuitive in their 12th house of intuition and empathy. There were a violet. I've been waiting for this viewer. Or a blue. Like a blue purple almost, you know. I'm just saying, look at this. They thought they were going to get away with something here. It looks like, I don't know, maybe they conspired the way but they thought they were going to get what the truth is they're not, you know, because they're dealing with the high priestess. They're dealing with someone who knows their stuff. They're, you know what I mean? Like, knowledge is power in this world. And soft power is being nice to each other. You know, being cordial and being assertive, business-like. Yeah, this Page of Pentacles confirming Scorpio water energy being stubborn. Okay. Taurus being down to earth. And Virgo energy of self-enlightenment. Okay, so in the upright, this air and earth energy back and forth. So this is confirming that. And let me put it right there. Yeah, no, see. Whatever you're worried about, this priestess, she ain't worried about it. She knows you ain't gonna get away with shit. You know, whatever you're trying to conspire against her, it's like bad intended returner sender times 7 plus a billion. We pray for those that seek to do us harm, for vengeance is the Lord's, and we thank you for the ones that are for us. And thank you always for blessing these readings and delivering the message to the collective that they needed to hear. And ramen, and I mean, in Jesus' name, amen. Okay, yeah, nothing bad is going to happen. Although, this is the first card in the deck. This priestess can make everything bad happen or good. Like, something my grandfather taught me. He was like, you could turn all the bad into good, Jessica. When I was 11 before he died. And he was right. Something my mother taught me when I was very little before she, anyways, said your past always comes back to haunt you, so be careful what you do. And she's right. You know, this person can do it and and maybe you're finding out now, you know, but she's not going to. I feel like if you leave her alone and you're cool and you're cordial, like I said, you get more with maybe honey. Something to do with bees, something to do with water. I don't know. It's right here. We are in the Scorpio moon energy tonight or today. So last night. And we're going into more Scorpio energy, and I believe Thursday would be going into Sag of dreams, making dreams come true. Not being so stubborn, maybe giving in a little bit, you know, being kind, maybe looking at the full picture, not just a little piece of it. Yeah, seeing this person, yeah, they maybe act like they work hard. This is also a Scorpio card, the 6 of Cups. Yeah. They've been lying. Yeah, because they think you're a fool. They think they have a full wish fulfillment, but they know they're not royal. And this again is like water energy because it's in the reverse. Confirmation. Okay. Five of Wands, this quarreling, this Five of Wands, whether in the upright or in the reverse, is like everybody in that is conspiring here against this high priestess, like everybody there is turning on each other. Turning on each other. Look, the scorpionic energy I was telling you about. There's going to be a definite change to something. It's going to be a heartbreak, but a decision's been made. Look, traditional, being of a tradition, and it's not a marriage, but this stands for Aries energy. So in the reverse is water. Again, confirming water energy. Okay, so being very stubborn about a thing. Very, 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 very stubborn. Yeah. This is a older cat that looks younger. It could be of a Capricorn. It could be Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, even Scorpio, again with water. This is earth, air energy going back and forth with lies. Bullshit lies about something. I don't know. Someone's lying to someone. Look, someone that is now reconsidering their generosity. Yes, this high priestess generosity. Yes, she has masculine maybe traits of some sort because she had to take the wheel, maybe. I don't know. Something about wills. Yeah, you're not very grateful of a person. Yeah, when it comes to this. Looking away. Of this air energy. This is not a crossroad. This is a path. You either are on the right path or the wrong path. And this is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, star energy. Yeah. You realize the truth. You have realized that this air energy over here has all, pretty much all the power in her hands, through enlightenment, this earth energy of Virgo. This person being usually diplomatic and down to earth, usually. Okay, it could be an earth, air energy. This is why it's a collective reading. So, and that's 6 signs. So, look, this person is going to marry for money. Not for money. This Virgo thinks this one priest is going to marry for money. But no, they're going to marry for love, and it's going to happen fast. With this, look, King of Wands. Isn't that crazy? With just Capricorn, Sagittarius. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Scorpio. Like, feeling your dreams are over with, even though you've already went through wish fulfillment. You feel your dreams are like over with. Through this self-enlightenment. You got to do the right thing, right? Yes, now you're acting kind of kind because you realize the Leo in this other person, the strength this person has, the knowledge this person has. Yes, and that they don't fight. They don't fight. They don't believe in it. They don't go about it that way. Something about a promise. A promise here. Yeah. Yes. This woman could have a Leo in her. Yeah, she's very diplomatic. She does intuitive, showing high priestess, success, fortune, a King of Cups. The priestess is the mag. But the King of Cups could have the ability, if it didn't come in the reverse. Something about a promise that is kept. in the end or something. If they do, you know, if your other people like seek to do you harm or something, I don't know. This person's single, a younger person. I feel 20s. Even a 40s. This person had a family before, maybe two. Yeah, they're one to point a finger when they're at fault, because they want to take the blame off you, collective, off this high priestess, because of the success. Yeah, the fact that they're feminine and they're masculine, and they kind of feel, I don't know why they feel envy. I don't know. It's just they have a thing against women, but this is going to be a thing of the past. Yeah, they're. I feel like they don't use protection, and I feel like you have to be careful. If you're sleeping around, use protection. This is what this card is telling me. And yeah, it's a small investment, really, over passion. Passion, you have to go with the flow with. Yeah, look here. I would say this would be Aquarius energy, but this is now turned into Earth energy, air Earth energy. Capricorn. Okay. Taurus. Let it resonate. Virgo. Back and forth. Air and Earth, air energy. But look, that inevitably this card is an air energy. So guess who's going to win? Confirming this. This air energy. Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot if you don't make the right decisions or do the right thing. That's what this is saying. This Queen of Cups that's so nice and sweet and stuff that you walked all over, or that walked all over you, collected, their karma is not going to be good. Yes, this person of passion, either Leo. I feel Leo rising. I feel Aries of energy, and even Sagittarius of, you know, lost dreams. Lost dreams when it comes to this. It could be a serious thing that you catch if you don't use protection. So you better be careful. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you a warning. Be careful you sleep with use protection. Please. Earth energy of passion, okay? This, woohoo, yeah. Okay. Emperor, Imager Emperor. Yeah, maybe you're having a good night. Can't at night, because you're not sleeping. This King of Swords energy. Again, this King of Swords energy is confirming this is Gemini Taurus energy. So back and forth, air and earth. Back and forth, air and earth. So yeah, maybe that's why you're not sleeping. Because of this passion. You're happy. Everybody's happy. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Yeah. See, happiness. Freaking Pisces energy of diplomacy and knowing the answers to questions you seek. Of water. Yep, this is the balance between water and fire elements. So I think you've reached a conclusion. This is telling me you've reached a conclusion. Yes, a definite not looking away from things, but taking care of things as you should, as an adult should. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, of your responsibilities. You're not maybe partying as much. You have a hard time with waiting. But you're definitely like hot about something. A break in a partnership, perhaps. Not having much choice because of your decisions. You know, this, you know, yeah. And you're an independent. Yeah. It was like you had agenda behind your help or whatever, but you got caught up in your own bullshit lies. That's what that's telling me. Because of this 10 of Swords that led to the 8 of Swords. Okay. Yes. Greed. Even though you don't want her stuff, then don't be vendetta or his stuff or their stuff. Be truth. Be for the truth. Do the right thing. Capricorn. Capricorn energy. Yeah, I went up against the Queen of Wands. Trying to block her powers. That's what you were trying to do. But you can't. Yeah. This Libra energy. This is lies being told by this Capricorn. Confirming Libra. Back and forth. You know, Libra air energy. See? Libra, earth, air, earth, earth, air. Yeah, walking away from this, or looking away and walking away from a certain situationship and earth energy. An intuitive that you try to block off. This Queen of Wands, this King of Pentacles, which is an earth energy of Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You know, very energetic. Woohoo, so energetic, hardworking, and very materialistic. I feel like their stuff really matters to them. Well, let me ask you this, and it is a crescent moon here. So, and we are in our waning crescent. So, if you don't want your stuff messed with, don't mess with anybody's stuff, right? I mean, how hard is it? And this is also proving tradition, earth or energy of the Empress, and Emperor energy. So yeah, definitely this earth energy. So over this Libra, all these bad thoughts. Yeah, I think now you're rethinking what you're gonna do. A strategy came up and clarity in the last reading of Oracle reading. Because of all these lies. Look, lies. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, you know you're wrong. You know you're gonna lose. This person, you collective, or this person. I mean, you know you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. It's the other party, collective, not you. Why? Because you win. We don't gamble here. We win. Okay? Just saying. I'm keeping these out, and we're going to do a little bit more on this. Yeah, I feel like someone's been abusing their power, too, because the King of Cups came in reverse. But, like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. You know what I mean? All right, so we get it. You're talking crap about this High Priestess. This Magician that you're jealous or envious of, and I feel like if you're invading her stuff or whatever, like I feel like you shouldn't. That would be a bad decision. Or his stuff. or their stuff. Take it how it resonates. I threw it across the room like, I guess there's really no worry, honestly. Because they know this person. Everybody, they know that eventually this mag, everybody that was against them, the way it dropped and I picked it up is going to be now for them. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Let's see more about this. Because those are the cards that came out. And I'm glad these are so thin. I'm glad. These were given to me as a gift a long while ago. Yeah, this person, it's creating... Look, it's creating all this situation shit from the shit talk, from hearsay, from gossip. It's like you should ask the person to their face and not assume. Because now people are turning on each other. Yes, they are. And this is stubbornness. This person, this matriarch is gonna win pretty much. There's gonna be a change, whether you like it or not, or whether they like it or not, collective. Yeah, all these people that were for you and are against you, they're turning on each other and shit. Because they freaking turned on you, collective. They're going to end up having to do the right thing. And making a change. The scorpionic going with the flow, making the change. About something with this air energy, earth, air energy, back and forth. No crossroad. There's no argument about it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. They're definitely, you know that you're going to lose here. Obviously, it said so. So, yeah, you're all turning on each other. Yeah, because you can't, because hindsight's better than foresight. Through this intuition, like, you can't even see it coming, like, following your heart. Like, you know, this Queen of Pentacles also stands for earth energies, but of Taurus more so. I think it's Queen of Pentacles is more, no, it's, I'm sorry, Queen of Pentacles stands for Sagittarius, Capricorn. Yeah, earth, more earth energy with passion behind it. I don't know, because of, I don't know, something, maybe you're lovers with this supposed Queen of Wands. She ain't even a Queen of Wands. She's like not the priestess here. This person went up against this Queen of Wands, went up against this High Priestess. Earth energy of air, earth energy of Virgo, Taurus, and this also stands for Scorpio of can't see the truth. Bad intender, return to sender. Times 7, plus a billion, and we thank you for the ones that are for us, and we pray for the ones that are against us, as God's vengeance has no mercy. Yeah. This person is a person of materialism, but she gives herself, or he gives her himself. This person gives himself more credit than they ought to get. Yeah. This person is like, been like, I don't know, fraudulent almost, like maybe into cats. Now, I think if you, is that a bunny in the background? Yeah, I think you're more into cats now. It could be an orange cat. Also, showing Scorpio energy of having many decisions and many choices. this intuitive, because the cat represents intuition as well. Yeah, against this person that went against you for, yeah, thought it was a good idea, but no. It's like, I think they're backing off now. I think they'll finally back off. Yeah. They're finally gonna back off. Because they know exactly what the fuck. In their greedy ways. Maybe they're under the influence. I don't know, but they weren't thinking right at the time. Their hindsight, their intuition, they weren't listening to. They were caught up in their hostilities and angers. Through greed, because of money or greed. That's what this card means. And so, in the end, I mean, you're gonna prevail. Anyways, they're greedy, right? But in the end, you're gonna prevail. Look, this is you winning. Win. Over Virgo air energy. Air is gonna win. This air energy. This High Priestess, Mag, the world. Definitely. Someone was two-faced with you. Someone that you were against, slandering. Yeah. Someone that you created scars, maybe literally broke their heart or literally gave them scars. I don't know. Like, that's just what I'm picking up. Yes. It's like they were the star of what they did. This air energy, Aquarius. And the reverse is air energy. It's like of stability. And money or finances. You took it, you try to take it from them or something, some way or somehow. It's something you did. There's some kind of slander or scars or something. Some bad words, or I don't know what happened, but it was against this air energy. Yeah. Being afraid to get rest. And as it came up before, they were not getting rest at night. They needed to make a decision, that already made a decision but keeps procrastinating because they don't believe in it. They don't believe in it. They might not even do it. And this Capricorn might be bummed out about that, but oh well. I feel like impatience is what drives, but then I'm getting the feeling too, if this person has hostilities, if they get their bad karma, it'd be because their hostilities and their bad karma and being unassertive and not willing to work with the person. Yeah, I think you're willing to work with them now. But remember, before you weren't. You had a lot of hostilities. I think now you are seeing the light. Sometimes you can just make things worse. You know, like, or the things you don't do makes things worse. You know what I mean? Like, communication is key. I feel like you don't communicate with this person. Yeah. This unorthodox person that doesn't believe, you know. Yeah. Sagittarius, or Sagittarius Taurus, which is passion for earth or green or money. This is what they're slandering. Slander over here, or over a Virgo Libra energy. Proving air energy of Libra. Air, Libra. Yeah. Aries energy of passion. Maybe a marriage with this. King of Pentacles that used to be very materialistic, but they're not so materialistic anymore. Yeah, they want to marry this Libra energy. This star, Libra or Aquarius or Gemini. And guess what? This is the best pretty much the best card on the deck. 10 of Pentacles. This is happiness. This is marriage. This is money. This is emotional fulfillment. This is complete success as it came out. Complete fortune. This high priestess, this mag. Look at this. Yeah. Confirming air energy of Libra, and because the star's in the reverse, I feel it's Gemini Libra, so this confirms Libra Virgo energy of the Queen of Swords. Aquarius of the star in reverse, could be a male star, could be into this woman and maybe really wants to marry her. Yeah, this person that everybody slandered. Look, everybody thought that they were going to slander her, right? But it just brought attention to her. It brought attention to, wow, okay, cool. All these cards, I mean, that's it. I mean, fortune, everything you've ever wanted, happiness is what you make of it. So that's why I think the happiness card didn't come out, because you are loving yourself. You are happy. You are the mag. You do the right thing when it comes to people who do you right. You have good intentions for everybody. And this is what it's going to create your, not just physical wealth here of the 10 of Cups. And as I said, the 10 of Cups, was that not a Libra card? Did I not say Libra up here? Libra, this is confirming Libra energy, right? The star, Libra energy of justice, which is truth, always comes out in the end. There's always three sides to a story: his, hers, the truth, hers, her, and the truth, his, and the truth. But the truth comes out in the end. Libra energy, air energy. Two of Swords, air energy in the upright. Libra energy of truth, confirming this success. Look at all of this, confirming all this for this Libra, even a marriage. Like this Libra, what did I just say of success? Because everybody slandered her so much that they heard and was like, hey, let's check this chick out. Let's see how bad she really is, this Libra energy. Libra energy. That is freaking crazy. You got it made. I feel this is a feminine. Yeah. I feel like this other feminine is finally seeing the light and see what you could do and being grateful, and maybe should show it. You know. Yeah. What was I just saying of Libra energy, right? Libra energy confirming. Yeah. Clarity for you. Libra energy. Air energy. All because this, see how it was like spirit, the divine turned it, and how I picked it up. Turn this slander into 10 of Pentacles. Your every wish fulfillment and stuff you could have never even imagined. Beauty of beauties and luxury of luxuries. You're just going to be a superstar. You're going to look like a superstar. You're going to feel like $1 billion when you walk out the door. Because the divine, it says what in Deuteronomy 20 something, he'll turn the curse into a blessing or something like that. Yeah, but people that picked on you like you were the weak link, freaking is going to regret it, because they're going to get their 10 of Pentacles. And when they do, they're going to give you maybe exactly the amount. Exactly. When they would have gave you more. And that's what I mean by being good to people, because you never know who it's going to be. You don't know who it's going to be. It could be your family. It could be your friends. This is clarity. You need to treat others the way you want to be treated. You need to love one another. Be kind to another. Be there for another. You know, this Libra energy right here. I mean, look, proving it. Proving it in this success. As we're all made up of energy. So if you don't believe in anything, believe in this. Energy. This is crazy. This slander over this Libra, dude. From this earth energy. Created her fortune. Thank you! I'm sure you need to thank whoever, collective. Thank all your haters, collective. You did something right. Thank every one of your haters, because you freaking did something right, woman. I'm telling you right now. Or I mean, man, or whoever you are. I just feel like because I'm a woman, you know. So I'm just shooting the shit. So, just bullshitting with you right now. That's all. That's all I meant. And yeah, and independence, truth. What is that? Libra, Virgo energy. Yep. I think they're trying to make their way, and you're trying to like control them, or trying to like. You're talking mad shit about their back, though. Yeah, lying about them. This woman of independence of a Libra. It could be Gemini, Aquarius too, but I'm pretty sure it's a Libra. Just because that's what those cards mean. Yeah, lies, lies, lies. But look, promises. Kept promises. If you continue lies, 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 and you continue this, I don't know, whatever it is, these kept promises, okay, of this air energy. This is the earth in reverse. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do the right thing, dude. Yeah, this air energy. Air energy. Air and water energy going with the flow. The air goes which way. And you never know, right? But the water, it go with the flow. You know, go with the grain. Don't go against it. Why would you want to do that? All right. So clarity on that. Yeah. Yeah, this is all over money, wealth. Yep. And already seeking answers to what you already know the truth to. And being impatient, hostile over wealth. You or your person, collective. Yeah, against this intuitive Queen of Wands, which is already, the Empress came out. The High Priestess came out. So she's already protected, highly protected. I mean, it's like royal. And I feel like you don't even realize it. You don't. This woman with the Leo, this Leo woman, or this Leo rising. Yes. That will be a fortune, because also Sagittarius, this is dream fulfillment in the reverse. This is being a dreamer. Sagittarius is a dreamer. And the reverse is dream fulfillment too. Your dreams coming true or coming into action. And then being wealthier than you were because you don't have to wait. As patience, temperance means patience. And rich people don't have to wait. This is having a little bit of wealth too. Depends how the cards lay. You know, this fame, like, this person likes attention, but the wrong kind. So with that in mind, 3 questions, collective, 3 questions. Yes or no only questions. Okay. Yes or no only. And, man. Think about what you want to ask. Yes or no only. And we'll hone in your energy. And then we'll give you the answer that you seek. Okay? Whether it's yes or no. So, ready, collective? First question. It landed this way, so it's a yes. Valuable experience, worth your time and profit. Yep. Okay. Second question, collective, yes or no? Think about your second question. Yes or no? Think about your second question. Ready? No. It's just forked up and real. What? I can't even see it. It's just forked up and what? In the behind. A real what? That's crazy. Oh, real. Okay. I don't know. I've never actually seen this card in this position before. So I feel like it's a no. And I feel like you're kind of confused about it. Like, maybe you, what I'm getting from it is, it's just forked up. So it's just a fucked up situation. I'm going to say it. It's a fucked up situation. So no. It's a fucked up situation. Okay? Basically, that's what I feel from that energy in that card now. Ready? Third question, collective. And please help a veteran. Think about your third question. And don't forget to thank one. If you see one walking by. If you know one. They're your family. Text them, you love them. Third question. Ready? Yes or no? No. Yeah, definitely no. No. Like oil and water. Separate lives. Drifted apart. So the answer to your first question is yes, valuable and experienced. Worth your time, worth their time, make huge profit. Second question, no. It is fucked up. But no. Third question, like oil and water, no. Separate. Separate lives, drifting apart. So, no. Okay, collective. Well, let's see. With that in mind, please don't use plastic straws or paper straws and plastic or paper wrapping, as they're ruining our ecosystems, which is literally creating a warm undercurrent. And if you don't understand it, I tried to vernacularly, which means simplify it for you. Yesterday's video. Look at yesterday's date in their video. And with that, I am going to with that. Yeah. So with that, I am going to, I simplified basically what's happening scientifically to the undercurrent and with the icebergs and the indigenous people and stuff like that. So it's like, here we go. 3 came out. Okay. 3 for you that you need to hear. We all need to hear it, really. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Yes, what was I saying about abusing power, right? I feel like your perspective has changed after watching this. Ephesians 6:10. I feel like you're very easy to talk to in person, but not on the phone, and you try to take as star or leadership role in this power. And you have power over something, over a company, over something, but you're misusing it. I feel like you are, and that you need to not look at yourself as a god, but look to your higher power. Because if you don't put him first, then nothing will fall into play. Bad karma, you reap what you sow. I mean. Dharma's perspective and creating good karma. So now have faith and hope and love abide in these 3 things, but the greatest of these is love. And 1 Corinthians 13:13, I feel like 13 is your lucky number, collective. I feel like the communication is going to go back and forth smoothly because you both are kind of like, we're not agreeing to something in a letter, maybe in a first letter or something. And I feel like it's because you have empathy and compassion, and don't forget for what people have done to you and what they've done against you and what they've done for you, and that you pray for those people all the time that did you wrong, and that you've got a kind heart. Like you're always trying to smile and make the best out of it. And yeah, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. You're also needing to rest. I feel like you've been up a while. Exodus is like in the beginning. I feel like you're in like maybe a quarter through a project. This maybe turning against each other in communications. This is Exodus 33:1-4. And a leadership and being stubborn but very hardworking or with your work. Someone in your presence maybe trying to talk to you about something and you're like, give it a rest or something like that. And then those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalms 91:1. A person of song, a person that knows what it's is a shapeshifter that can adapt, someone that knows what it takes to succeed, someone that can be stubborn or clashy with others of leadership because of that godlike power. I feel like it says those who live in a shelter, maybe of the Most High will rest and in the shadow of the Almighty. So I just feel like, yeah, if you have a roof over your head, food in your belly, and you got dishes that are dirty, you got a vehicle that needs gas or whatever, I think that consider yourself lucky, because you need to consider those things as gifts, because it's a privilege to drive, it's a privilege to have a house, it's a privilege to have a home, it's a privilege to be in the position. You're considered rich, and there's no more middle class in this country. It's rich or poor, period. So yeah, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. Exodus 33:1-4. Yeah. Okay, so everything is possible for one who believes. So I feel like what was I saying earlier about you're a person who doesn't believe? And that's Mark 9:23. You're really shy, but you're assertive in your shyness of communicating in knowledge. I think you believe in like, I think you maybe you work for the force, the good force. Maybe your name is Mark. Maybe your name is Artie. Maybe your name is Ark. Maybe your name is Mars. Maybe you need more RAM. I feel like everything is possible for those who believes. And I feel like you're voting for someone that maybe others don't want you to be voting for or something, but you are anyway, because it's what you believe, you know. Yeah, through a letter or something. Like, this is the day the Lord has made. He will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118:24. You, your family could be a person of song or into songs or songwriting. Um, Double clashing maybe in leadership or being very stubborn with the sun and ego, and then infinitely arrogant. Like, admit when you're wrong already, okay? Even though you're assertive, I think that, and you're hardworking, you need to learn how to admit when you're wrong and just say sorry. So God is faithful and he will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. I was just thinking that. 1 Corinthians 10:13. I feel like you're 10, like you're the best out of the best. 13 number again is your lucky number, or 4 being a hardworking, stubborn person in maybe communications, more stubborn than assertive now, and you need to be more assertive than stubborn. That's what I'm getting. And he won't give you more than you can handle. So, or she, that's what you believe. Submit yourselves. Then to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Basically, doing the right things. Like, admit when you're wrong. James 4:7. Someone's name could have been James in your life. You're a hard worker, very a double hard worker and a double thinker of science, of philosophy, by someone that wanted their person to submit, as maybe they were a dominant person, of God. And I feel like, yeah, resist the devil and he will flee. So basically, it's like admitting when you're wrong. What was I just saying? Right? Admitting when you're wrong. So, your name could be Jason, it could be Jay, it could be a jam. You could like a jam. Jam could be your favorite food. I feel like you're tired and you're not. You're tired, but you're not. And doing what is good. You're tired physically, but like your brain is like not tired and wanting to do better for others. And just do make a legacy of greatness and kindness for not just yourself, but the world and humanity. Through a harvest, through a blessing. I feel like you will reap harvest of blessing if we don't give up. You reap what you sow. What were we just talking about? Literally. Reaping what you sow. Jay. Hi, Jay. I didn't even see that till now. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay. Reaping what you sow. If we don't give up. Galatians 6:9. Easy to talk to you and very smart. High IQ. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. So I feel like you're rushing something, that there's a time and a place for everything, and it will happen. Maybe not in your exact timing, but when it does happen, it'll be better than even when you planned it to happen. So this is Ecclesiastes 3:1. You're a musician, and if you are, you play an E most of the time, the key of E. And communications is a language of song. I feel like you communicate through music, through guitar, a lead guitar position. This Scorpio energy that we're in, of water, of going with the flow. That was a long rant. Okay, you guys. So, thank you so much. Remember, please refrain from using plastic straws. You can make a difference by choosing not to use a plastic straw or paper straw in a paper wrapping or plastic wrapping, because they sink to the bottom. And if you don't believe me, please do your homework and your research for yourself. And it's a really big issue. If we can convert to the edible straws, be great. It doesn't mean you have to eat them. It means that they are eco-friendly and they disintegrate within 14 days time. You know what I mean? So for a 10-minute drink, it's not going to pollute the world. In such a catastrophic way that our icebergs are literally melting from like catastrophically rapidly, at a rapid, so rapid, you wouldn't even believe it. If you were a scientist, you would be like, looking at the math like drop jawed. Jay, or, Jam, Jerry. Anyways, you guys, I love all my fans, all you guys. You guys are great. Thank you. You guys have been so kind to me. Thank you for showing your support through subscribing, liking, and sharing this message. Thank you so much. I really, 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 really do appreciate you and your kindness. And let's see. Am I leaving anything out? Oh yes. Real Republic. No, I'm not gonna even bring up politics, but that's a joke. Okay, anyways, thank you so much for joining in today. And just know, live, love, and look your best. And you can make a difference by choosing not to use a plastic straw. Thank you so much for your cooperation, listening, liking, sharing, and please tap the bell, all notifications, so you don't miss one. Goofy moment. Bye, everyone. That is message.